I sent my ex-GF to the ER and I regret it. Content warning. Violence death. A little background, I, 32M, hate cheaters. My father, 59M, was a serial cheater. But my mother, 57F, didn't leave because she was dependent on him. So as soon as I was able, I took my mother and left his house. It has been 10 years since I have spoken to him. My ex, 29F, GF of 2 years at that time, knew it. One night I came back from work to find both my mother and GF upset. But they wouldn't tell me, so I figured it was some woman thing. But that night, my GF left the room and I followed her to find them arguing. The story is my GF was planning to meet with some guy, but my mother, I guess thanks to her experience with my father, knew something was up and followed her. She prevented my GF from sleeping with that man and wanted to tell. Since nothing happened, she hoped I could forgive and tried to repair the relation. But my GF was against it, hence their fight. When I understood the situation, I went in and told my GF to leave the same night. Typical to cheater, she blamed me, then begged. But since my mind was already made up, she got mad, but not at me. At my mother, and even tried to attack her. And this is where I was an asshole. I started recording when I heard them arguing, so I had proof. I could claim I was protecting my mother, so I hit her face as hard as I could. We called an ambulance, and she spent the night at the hospital, and then a week in bed. And as expected, everyone accepted the explanation of me protecting my mother. Even my mother thinks I just reacted. But I know it's not the case. I could have used less strength. I could even stop her before she reached my mother, but no. I was so angry that all I wanted was to hurt her, and now I have the image of her knocked out in my head. Edit. No one except my ex's parents talked harshly to me. Thank you for calling me out. I guess I needed that. Also, thank you to those who tried to defend me. It was nice of you, but don't hit someone in anger, because when you calm down, it never feels good. That being said, there were some few misconceptions in the comments I would like to correct. Not that it would change anything, though. Also, I would like to answer some common questions. First, my ex is okay now. I have seen her from time to time since we live in the same city. You will be glad to know that I'm no longer in relationship and don't plan to ever. This was the first time I hurt someone, and it will also be the last. Where I'm from, people don't really believe in therapy. They don't even believe in allergies, so I haven't tried. But well, it might help. I know I have issues. Yes, my ex did try to cheat. She admitted it herself. It was not just my mother's story. No, I didn't escalate the situation into a fight so I could hit her. I started recording when I was still hiding and listening to them. It is something I learned from Reddit. After a breakup, one party tries to blame the other by spreading lies. So when I understood what my mother and ex were talking about, I started recording. When I had enough, I went into the living room and told her to leave my house. Yes, my mother was in danger. My ex literally jumped on her. I know 57 is not too old, but she could have been badly hurt. Still, I know I could have restrained my ex instead of hitting her like that.